What's good, everybody? I'm in a new setup because I'm in St. Lucia with the grandparents, and I've got my laptop literally just chilling here right now. Hopefully this goes well, man, but let's see. Now, I want to start off this video by playing this clip because this clip is going to give you everything you need in order to get through this video. So roll the clip.
Happy birthday to you.
This was Kaydell Brown's final birthday. She died 4 days after this celebration. A hard-working single mum of two who'd hoped cosmetic surgery would boost her self-confidence. And so with her sister Leanne, she travelled to Turkey for a so-called mummy MOT, but never came home.
For her, we're going to get her life back. So she just wanted to get there and have it done and get her old self back. That's all it was for her.
The sisters were enticed by a cut-price deal for flights, hotels, liposuction, a tummy tuck and a Brazilian butt lift. They chose a surgery called Clinic Expert, which bombarded them with looks they could achieve, repeatedly offering discounted extras. Leanne spoke to us alongside their other sister, Siobhan.
When you go in and you're paying, they're your best friends and they'll help you with anything, but once something goes wrong, it's left to yourself. Goodbye.
And for Kaydell, something did go catastrophically wrong just hours after she took this picture.
I'd asked a few times how long she was going to be, and they just kept saying she was coming, and then I got a knock on the door and 3 people walked in and just said, "Can you come with us, please?" They just started trying to say, there's complications of surgery, and I just said, "As my sister died," and they just said, "I'm sorry, but yeah." They just passed me an envelope and said, "This is your money back and this is your sister's money back, and this is your flight." Sorry, she's dead. It was a plane ticket. There were nothing.
Leanne was refused access to Kaydell's body. When it was finally returned to the UK, more devastating news was to come. To their horror, a coroner here told them that large parts of Kaydell's organs, including her brain and heart, had been removed.
When they returned her body, they'd kept pieces of her heart and her intestines.
How hard was that to hear?
Better. I didn't think it was allowed, but they said it's legal. They can take what they want. I thought you'd have to ask at least permission from family before you took anything, but
they sent a death certificate straight away and just put no, there's not even a cause of death.
Now, before I say anything else, I want to first say rest in peace to Kaydell Brown. Condolences to her family, because it's not something you expect. This whole situation is crazy. I feel bad, really bad for them. But the same thing I did with Laury and his case, I'll leave a link to that video in the description. I'm going to do it with Miss Brown here. Message to black women: stop getting BBLs, please. Stop doing surgeries. The reason I'm singling out black women is because I'm black. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with statistics, nothing to do with, any type of personal opinion. I just want black people to be better because I'm black. So that's why I'm saying black women. I don't know. I just want the idea that natural is better. I understand in terms of maybe the mental aspects. You want to get these things so you feel better about yourself. But I think that just bends the question, or is that the term? Why do we feel like we need these surgeries in order to be better? You get what I'm saying? Shouldn't we just feel good about ourselves naturally? If we want a change in our bodies, we can go to the gym and do all these healthy things, all that type of stuff. Do we need to resort to surgery? And obviously in the clip, she wanted to feel like herself again, which is perfectly understandable. But again, I don't see why. I don't see why we have to go through surgeries, because stuff like this happens. And I'm glad that the ITV put out like a mini thing about her, really promoted her story. So hopefully a lot of people won't go through these changes. But there's so many surgeries that just go wrong. Like DC Young Fly's baby mama, she died. I forgot the name of some celebrity or something, but she tried to get BBL in Miami and she died. Apparently 1 in 3,000 BBL surgeries will go wrong. The 1 in 3,000, by the way, means death. All right, it doesn't mean that, the BBL doesn't sit right, or it hurts to lay on your back, or the inevitable weight gain means that it starts looking disproportionate. None of that. 1 in 3,000 only means death. So think about how many people get BBLs and other things happen to them, to where it's just not ideal anymore. And that adds up. I'm not gonna lie, it's a low chance, but for something that you don't need, I wouldn't even take the risk of 1 in 3,000, because we see this popping up all over the place now. Most of the time I hear women say they want to do it for them, which is completely understandable. Again, I don't even mind. Why are you risking your life doing these surgeries that at the end of the day don't even matter? Because your self-worth will change from day to day. If you think a BBL is gonna save you, it's not. all that's going to happen is that you're going to find more reason to put yourself down, and that's just a mental health problem. That's just something you need therapy for. Once you get the BBL, all that's going to happen next is that you're going to find another thing that puts you down, and then what, you're going to have to do more surgeries, or you're going to have to spend X more amount of money, because remember, these things aren't cheap. It's not cheap. She had to fly to Turkey to get discounted rates and was still spending a few thousand. In America, you're looking at 5-6 digits maybe. It's expensive procedures. This isn't something that you just, you know, throw about a couple hundred at and you just move it along. That's not this. And when it comes to women who may get a BBL for appeal to men, sexual appeal, you gotta ask yourself, is that really what you want to do? Because yeah, of course, in the temporary form, you're gonna get what people look in more, but all that does is objectify you more, in my opinion. That's all it does. And even the men who you do get more sexual attention from, is that wifey attention? Or is that just, you know what I'm saying, hit and dip? Slip and dip, that's my term, slip and dip. You know what I'm saying? Simpsons hit and run. But that's something you really got to think about, because you never know what guys' intentions are. And most guys, to be honest, almost all guys I've ever spoken to prefer a natural woman with no surgeries and doesn't wear that much makeup and all that stuff, because it's just more simple. You know, it's less complicated. Don't have to worry about silicone all up in your body, and it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Most men, we just like natural stuff. So that's just the women who get it for the sexual appeal. Don't even bother, because people will see you more as an opportunity rather than as someone they want to be with long term. And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. I find it weird personally. I couldn't really ever take someone seriously who did surgery, because, I mean, to me, that's like the same thing as me getting liposuction or me sucking the fat out of my body because it's hard to lose. Like, I don't expect a woman to take me seriously unless I go to the gym and lose the weight naturally. I can't just suck the fat out of my body and then expect women to take me seriously. Luckily, I'm tall, so I can get away with it, but hey. But again, condolences to Kaydell Brown's family. Rest in peace to Kaydell. I hope for the sons and for the children. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything goes well in you guys' life too. Nothing but the best, I'm wishing. And it's a sucky situation, but I have to let the people know this is not something you want to do. I'm sure you guys as family members would strongly advise someone else who's thinking about BBLs not to do it because of what happened to Kaydell. So please, black women, do not do BBLs. Hopefully you'll see this and it'll change your mind, or at least make you think. At least make you think twice about getting it, because it's not worth it. Please don't do it. It's nothing but negatives in the long run, and in this case the short run, because she got the BBL and died a few hours later. So don't bother, please, just don't bother. But black men, you lot need to watch out too. Laury, he was in some crazy shit as well. If you don't know who Laury is, click on its end screen right now. Well, peace.
I'm not a savior nor a saint. Told 30s and sticks with an open case. I try to behave when I know I can't. So purpose of this is to motivate. What's the ticket? Shit we can negotiate. Take a toke of the law while I pour the drink.